Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Naveen. In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the important property of CSS that's called transformation and transition. So I'm directly going for an example in this video, that is this one. So just have a look at my screen. See, I have this one. So first of all, the doors is closed. As soon as I keep a cursor on top of it, let's make like this. Yeah, when I keep a cursor, it just open the doors and like this. So here two things are there. One is the images coming zoom in and zoom out, and that the doors has coming like open and close. Okay, so this is the CSS 3 concept called transformation. Okay, in that we have multiple values. So how you transform the existing HTML element, that is a transformation concept. So I say this is a slight complex example, but still I try to explain each and every property, so how this can be made. And in this we have not used any framework, no bootstrap, no JavaScript, nothing. We use only the plain HTML and CSS. Okay, so let's have a look how to do this. Okay, so here I have my WebStorm open. Okay, I just create CSS basics is over. I create a new folder 02 underscore CSS transformation. I can just say temple doors. Okay, let's make temple doors transformation some name. Okay, so in this I gonna create one HTML and one CSS. So right click new HTML. I'll just say simply index. Okay, one HTML created, and I create one style sheet. So right click new style sheet. So style.css. Done. So now let me connect this style sheet to my HTML. So how to do that is link style.css. Okay, let me change the title. So temple doors. So transformation. Okay, title change. So before you're gonna do this, we need to have some images. Okay, so the doors images and the lord image. So we need to have these images. So I have already collected these images. Those are in my desktop. See, I have image folder in that door left, door right, and the lord. Okay, so these three images required for this example. You can just Google about this type of images. Okay, fine. So let me copy them back to my application. Here I create a new directory img folder. In this I'll paste my images. So three images, left door, lord, and right door. So three images. Okay, so let's start with this, and meanwhile I'm going to start with live server. Okay, so live server started. Let me open this file. Okay, it is empty. So now first make the HTML setup, and then we'll start with the styles. See here, let's make a comment temple doors transformation. Okay, I just make a small division with the class called something main content. Okay, inside I'll just take an image src image folder slash my lord.jpg and alter just empty. Fine. So I have just taken the main content class name and one image. Now let's see how it display. It display like this image. So now let's convert this like a proper zoom effect. So first what I'm planning is I want to see that zoom effect. Then we'll discuss about this doors. Okay, so let's apply the zoom effect for this lord. Okay, so class is main content. So let me go to style.css dot main content. Here I'll just add some border, some 15 pixels, solid, and some saddle brown color border. Okay, See, if you add a border, it display the whole page. I don't want this much bigger border. I want to make my own small border. So how you do that is, let's say width some 300 pixels, and let's make the height also. I don't need this much height, so I'll just say height some 450 pixels. So it is like this, but my that make yeah, but still this image is not fit inside. So the image is a child element of this class name. So what you can do, dot main content space img. So I just write the width inherit from the parent, and also the height inherit from the parent. So if you say inherit, whatever the parent is having the values, child also will have a same values will be applied. Okay, so now let's check my images has fit in this. Now this entire image I want to keep it the center of the page. So how you do that is, let's say margin auto, it's come center, and let me add slight box shadow. So let's say box shadow 0 and some 10 pixels, 10 pixels and black. Yes, so I got some shadow, box shadow. Okay, so looks good. Now the plan is, whenever I hover on this image, I want to just zoom the image. So how the image will come with a zoom is, in CSS there's a property called transformation. So in transformation there's a value called scale. So how you scale your elements? The zoom is nothing but a scale. So I want to scale it uh, like 2 times width to 2 times height, like that. How many times you want to scale? Okay, so when I hover, I want to scale. I just say dot main content space sorry, main content colon hover. Then the image will be transform is a property to transform the elements, and the value will be having these many. So there's a class, I mean value called scale 1.2 comma 1.2. So if you say 1.2, it is, if you give just one times width, one times height. So 1.2 times width, 1.2 times height will be affected, I mean increased. Let's check. See, is getting increased, but the problem is this image has coming out from the parent box. If you don't want this to come out from this, you want to, it's just getting overflown. If you want to hide that overflow effect here, you can just add overflow hidden. So if I say overflow hidden, that is not gonna be overflown from there. Okay, see, this now fits inside the same box. Okay, and if I don't write the overflow, what happened? This comes out. Okay, let me add the overflow hidden. It's like this. Done. And one more thing, it's just zooming, correct, but it is just very slow. Sorry, it's very fast. So I want to make it very slow. So what you do is just add another property called transition, all the values 0.5 seconds time. So in the half second time, these values will be applicable for some duration. So what happened in this time only, it will applicable. So 0.5 seconds time it will take to do this effect. So let's check slowly. It done. Okay, fine. So now this is done. Now I have to do is the doors. Okay, I have to make this doors now. Okay, so let's see how to make the doors now. Here, back to HTML. Below the image, I write another division with the class called content minus left, another class content minus right. So see, structure will be content minus left, content minus right. So now back to styler CSS. See, dot main content. You can directly write content left. Okay, so here I'm going to display a image. So let's write a background image URL img folder slash door left to door dot png. and it's not display because let me give some position absolute. If it is absolute, then parent should be relative. One second. For parents, I'll give the position as relative, so that we already discussed the positions concept. If you want, you can visit the previous video where we discussed the positions concept. So the parent, I'm given the position relative, and the child, I'm giving the absolute. And now I want to stick this particular image at my top left corner of this particular image. So what I do, let's say top 0 and left 0 is there, but still not this visible. I'll say width some 50%, half of the width, and the height as 100%. So height will be completely occupied and width will be just half, only one door, half width. See, let's check. You get some one door, exactly half width of your background. Fine. And now this door has to tilt like this. Okay, if you want to turn the door like this, there's again a transformation property called rotate Y. Okay, it has to, in a y-axis, it has to rotate. So let me add one. So transform rotate Y some 45 degrees. If I add this, what happened? It just turned like this, but you can't really feel the turn effect. You need to add one extra supported property, perspective 400 pixels. So if you add a perspective with rotate, now we can feel it. See, the image has been turned like this. But now in this, it is turned perfect. But thing is, it's not fits. It not fit to the left side corner. So if you want to turn the door from one fixed corner, what you have to do is transform origin left. If I say or transform origin left, so it fixes the left and turn like this. Let's see. See, it is fixed to the left and turn like this. Now I make this to some 25 degrees. It is 25 degrees. I make some 10. It is 10 degrees. I make some 0. It's like this. So I make some 45. It's moved. If I make something called 90, exactly, it's like this. You can't really see this. So exactly 90. So whenever I hover like this, I'm telling something reverse now. It should be like this when I hover like this. So if you want to make it a straight visible, make it as 0. It's visible. When you want to turn completely 90 degrees, when you hover, then turn 90 degrees. So first of all, it is with 0 degrees. Now what I do, dot main content colon hover. If you hover on the main content, then the content left, I'm going to apply this thing here. So what is my plan is 90 degrees. So 0 to 90 degrees. So let's save it. Go check. It is like this. Okay, it is just happening, but it's very faster. You can't really feel the effects. If you want to make it slowly, there is something called transition. Okay, see, we have applied the transition for the image, right? Same like that. So what I do, let's say transition all 0.8 seconds. So 0.8 seconds do the transition. So now check. See, if you hover, the door has been slowly turning like this. Okay, this is one effect. Next, so I want the right side door to be turned from 0 to minus. So let's see. So I have content right. So I'll just say dot content right. Open this. So I just say background image URL img folder slash door right door dot jpg. Again, it's a position fix. Sorry, position absolute. And way to keep it. So top right corner. This is top left corner. This is from top right corner. So just say top 0 and the right 0. This is given as left 0. This is given as right 0. Again, half width, full height. So width 50% and then the height 100%. So it's come, but it's not moving. Only single door is working. So let's make this also transformation. So what I do is transform, same thing. Let me copy and this paste here. So okay, 0 degrees, fine. When you hover, it's not working, fine. So how to do? When you hover on this, same like this. Let me copy and paste it. Content right. So it's going to be the content right. Okay, let's check what happened. How both are rotating in a same way. So why both are rotating like this is see, transform origin left. Left should not fix for this. It has to fix, right should be fixed and turn reverse. So I say transform origin is right. So it turns from right. The problem is it is coming out. It just the door is getting open from outside. Okay, but it has to turn inside. It's negative again. So back to minus 90. If you go with minus 90, so 0 to minus 90. So now check. Yes, it's perfect now. Like this. So image is getting zoom and also is turn like this. Okay. So this is an example of uh, this one. So what is I am expected? Yes, it's working as expected. And even you can even do one more advancement for this. It is, see, when I hover, doors getting open and Lord is visible. And I want to make one small curtain from the top and stating that some Govinda. Okay, let's make that curtain from the top. So that also you can do. Let me try that. Okay, I'll just make a division with the class call curtain. Okay, so let's make something for this curtain. So here dot curtain, what do you do? I'll just say yeah, position absolute and again top 0 and left 0. Okay, but I want some transparent background color, so I'll go with background color RGBA 0.5. So half transparent, half color, black color, but it's not uh, completely occupy because we are not given the width and height. So width 100%, height also 100%. So I say width 100 percentage and the height also 100 percentage. Now check. See, some gray color, some transparent color, the background has come. Okay, but I don't want to visible. I mean, I don't want to show that one when I open the door, then visible. Okay, so what you do is just say transform movement like this. So turn like this is uh, rotate Y and the zoom is scale, and which you want to move the elements up and down, that's called translate. So translate Y axis, I want to move that in a Y axis, that's a translate Y. So translate Y, I say some 10%. What happened? Like this. Oh, it's coming from bottom to top. Do one thing, minus 10. So top to bottom. So if I make some 50, then it's like this. If I say 60, it's like this. So I just make 100. It's gone. Okay, when you hover, then make it 100%. So what I do? Dot main content colon hover, then dot curtain. I want it to be transform curtain. Just make 0%. Okay, so minus 100 to 0. 0 means completely visible. Now check. Okay, it is applied, but it's very fast, sir. You can't really even see the effect. If you want to make it slowly, transition. So let's add some transition. So transition all 0.8 seconds. So 0.8 seconds to move along. So it was minus 100. It's going to be the 0%. Now check. Okay. So now doors are getting open and the something is curtain has come from the top. Okay, one more thing. The curtain is coming perfectly, but I want to display some text on the curtain. Okay, so how do you do that? That also you can do. Let's go to here, HTML. In the curtain, I'll say h1, something called Govinda. Okay, so let's display this on here. See, I write just text h1 tag, and when you hover, see text has been displayed here. But let's make a position exactly center of here. So what I do is, let's say color white. Now we can see that as color white. I go with color yellow. Okay, so it's like this, but I have to keep it center. So let's say text align center, as it comes in center. Fine, but I want this to be center of the page. I mean this box. For this horizontally center, you can go with a new concept called Flexbox. In CSS, there's a concept called Flexbox. You can align the flexible elements like horizontal, vertical, all this. So let me try with a Flexbox for the parent element. Let me give the display flex. It convert like a Flexbox, but I have to keep it center. Okay, that is called justify content center. If I say justify content center, it comes in center, but vertically also center. Okay, I mean horizontally also center. If you want that, align items center. These are all Flexbox concept of CSS. If I say align item center, see, it comes in the center of this thing. Okay, like this. And then you can change the font or something. Anywhere you add, I just may add here. Font family, some Arial sans serif. Okay, now check. You got go with that. Yes. Oh, okay. So this is, yeah, this is an example of CSS transformation and as well as Flexbox. Okay. So I know this slight complex example because which involves a lot of transformations. Try to do this example because next coming of videos will be having a lot of transformation and animations examples I'm going to cover. Okay, so that's it, enough for this video, and thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel, and we're gonna see some good examples on transformations and CSS in the next coming videos. Thank you.